Imagine waking up tomorrow, turning on your PC, and Windows tells you your subscription expired. No desktop, no apps, just a message saying, "Renew to continue using Windows." It sounds crazy, but Microsoft is slowly moving Windows in that direction. Copilot features behind paywalls, AI tools locked to subscriptions, cloud features becoming mandatory. And once the operating system depends on the cloud, you stop owning it. You start renting it. So today we're going to break down why Microsoft is turning Windows into a subscription and what that means for the future of your PC. For decades, buying a computer meant something simple. You bought Windows once, installed it, and that was it. The operating system belonged to you. You could keep using it for years without paying anything else. But over the last few years, Microsoft has been slowly changing that model. Not all at once. Not in an obvious way. Instead, they've been shifting more and more parts of Windows toward subscriptions. Most users haven't noticed yet, but the direction is becoming clearer. Today, Microsoft doesn't actually make most of its money selling Windows licenses anymore. Their biggest revenue streams are Microsoft 365 subscriptions, Azure Cloud Services, and now AI tools like Copilot. All three of those things share one key idea: recurring revenue. Instead of selling software once, companies make money every month. And once companies discover that model works, they try to expand it everywhere, even into the operating system itself. You can already see the early stages of this happening inside Windows. Take Copilot, for example. Microsoft is integrating AI directly into the operating system. But the most powerful Copilot tools aren't free. Many of them are tied to Microsoft 365 subscriptions or premium AI plans. Windows is no longer just an operating system. It's becoming a platform that pushes paid services. At the same time, Windows is becoming increasingly dependent on the cloud. A Microsoft account is now required for many Windows installations. Files sync through OneDrive by default. Settings sync across devices through Microsoft servers. AI features often run on Microsoft's cloud infrastructure. All of this changes something fundamental about how the operating system works. When your OS relies on cloud services, the company running those services has much more control over the experience. That's where the idea of a subscription Windows starts to make sense from Microsoft's perspective. Instead of selling Windows once every few years, they could offer different tiers. A basic version of Windows might remain free or cheap, but advanced features could require a subscription. AI tools, premium security, advanced productivity features, cloud-powered capabilities. Some of these are already appearing in Windows today, and Microsoft has even experimented with subscription-based Windows concepts internally. From a business perspective, subscriptions solve a major problem. Traditional software sales are unpredictable. Some years people upgrade. Other years they don't. Subscriptions create stable monthly income. That's why companies across the tech industry are moving in this direction. Adobe switched Creative Suite to Creative Cloud. Streaming services replaced physical media. Even hardware companies are experimenting with subscription features. Microsoft is simply applying the same strategy to Windows. But for users, the shift feels very different. Because when software becomes a subscription, you never truly own it. Stop paying, and features disappear. In some cases, the software stops working entirely. That's why operating systems moving toward subscription models makes people uncomfortable. Before we get to what this means for the future, this is actually one of the reasons I started taking privacy more seriously on my own setup, especially on Windows 10. Because even if you turn off a lot of the obvious settings, there's still background connections happening that you don't really see. One thing that helped me personally was using a VPN. I use NordVPN mainly to control what my system is connecting to and to add a layer between my PC and everything going out. It's not some magic fix that stops everything Windows does, but it does give you more control over your traffic, especially if you're still on Windows 10 and trying to keep things as locked down as possible. And honestly, once you start paying attention to how much your system is constantly communicating online, you realize why tools like that actually matter. The operating system used to be the foundation of your computer. Now it risks becoming just another service. None of this means Windows will suddenly require a monthly payment tomorrow. But the long-term direction is becoming clearer. More AI integration, more cloud features, more services layered into the operating system, and more incentives to subscribe. The real question is how far Microsoft will push this model. Because if the operating system becomes something you rent instead of own, a lot of people may start looking for alternatives. So I'm curious, if Windows eventually becomes a subscription, if you think operating systems should be something you own, not rent, drop a like. And if you want to stay ahead of what Microsoft is doing to Windows, subscribe. Because this isn't slowing down. It's just getting started.